Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you find yourselves in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to another exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin, where Evan is mildly depressed because he just realised, oh shit, I've got another 8-person scene, which means I have to write all of your fucking names in the fucking tag. Balderdash. Well, this evening's scene takes place in St. Stephen's Green, a large park at the centre of Dublin City, just opposite from one of its largest shopping centres called St. Stephen's Green Centre. The entire park itself is walled via a high wall with a large white metal fence that normally is kept closed at night in order to ensure that drug addicts, winos, and others do not make and ramble their way through the park in order to destroy its lush beauty. It is also the home to several landmarks, including the statue of William Butler Yeats and a famous medieval bridge that crosses a short walking stream, as they used to be called. It is literally a yes, it is literally a stream designed for individuals to have lazy, leisurely walks beside the overgrowth and the overgrowth of the trees, creating pleasant canopies upon which they walk. As the canines make their way into the darkness under the eaves of the trees, we will join them.
So as a slightly heavier set guy walks out from the trees to kind of the designated spot. He puts his hands in his pockets, his eyes staring unblinkingly at the location.
Wait for his part, just happily moving around. Fabulously.
Mariam is here, but no one can see her.
Spudgun is stood beside his pack mate, Caden.
Hang on, I choose to point out what level of obfuscate do you have, because I guarantee you some people are seeing you.
Okay, 2.
If anyone has Auspex 2, they may roll. If anyone has Auspex 3, Miriam's over there. That's how that works.
Exactly, sorry about that.
No worries. Alright.
Yeah, Cassian's carrying a folding chair and a chess set. He opens the chair up, the site where it's supposed to go on, and literally sits down.
Okay, if you guys are just running to the place where it's due to happen at the bridge, pictured here. Isn't it a pretty bridge, everyone?
I've seen better.
Ugh, so happy.
Are the waters troubled?
No, they're not. You will see 2 figures standing on the bridge. One of them a masked man, and the other a man who no one here has seen before. They will both turn and nod. The masked man, whose picture I will put up now, will nod, as the other individual stays back with a cloak covering his face. Covering his head, rather. This is the masked man. Oh, good afternoon. Or evening, rather. I'm awfully surprised you deigned to join me on this little excursion.
Sorry, actually, when he starts walking across the bridge, Cassian will step and walk towards him also alone. As far as he knows, he's alone.
Well, no, you're surrounded by people, actually, but, that's acceptable.
Well, I mean, unless they're actually following him out onto the bridge, he is walking to meet him alone, or intending to walk to him alone.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My apologies. Some of you I've met, some of you I haven't. You may call me Hennessy. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Well, I see that you only use your tongues to pay reverence to your false god. This is acceptable.
The machine spirit does not. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. No, not going there.
Does opt to speak, or Have they merely come for fastidious
Oh, is he talking
entertainment?
to all of us? I thought he was just talking to this dude.
No. He was addressing you all. He was saying good evening,
Okay.
welcome. Hello.
Oh,
Apologize.
That's why Cassian actually didn't say anything yet.
Yeah, likewise.
No, sorry, he was talking to everyone. That's why he said, So we will rewind to when he greets everyone, so you do have the opportunity to greet him back, because he was just thinking you were all being really rude.
Okay, no.
Oh,
Wade will
we are
wave fervently at him.
we are the
Hello!
Oh.
Such a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I see.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Interesting.
whoa, whoa. We have come to monitor and observe.
Aye.
I'm sure you
Yeah,
have.
man, just watching the festivities. It's gonna be rad.
They are here as you requested, sir. If you wish to address them, you may. That's up to you. My business is only with this one, he'll say, jerking his thumb towards Cassian.
Actually, before anyone does anything else, Mariam actually retreats, tries to get out of the line of sight of everyone discreetly. So, with everyone's attention focused on the newcomer, I'm going to assume that this is not that much of a problem.
Correct. At
Yes.
which point, the hooded figure will step forward and roll and place both hands on the side of his hood and reveal his face.
Yes,
there you
I knew it was him.
Good afternoon. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh boy!
Welcome to my city.
Oh boy! Wade will say. Wow! Why, it's an honor to be here.
Wonderful. How agreeable. Also, if your friend over there takes another step, they will die. He will say, pointing at where no one else can see Miriam.
I will look over to the nothing.
And she will stop.
If the nothing wants to be dumb, the nothing can be dumb.
Wonderful. I've come because I wish to understand you. I wish to see you. I wish to smell you as you were a newborn babe. For that is what you all are, by retrospect. He will very casually hop up and sit on the on one of the stone plinths at the end of the bridge, and he'll say,
Caden will look left and right at kind of the gathered surroundings.
"You can see no one else." Oh wait, hang on. Does anyone here have Auspex 3 or greater?
Nope.
In that case, you can only see the two of them. So, where are my manners? We should probably get this out of the way. My name is Alexander Stahlheim. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Sorry, 1 second.
Hi, Mr. Stahlheim. It is gracious, generous of you to show yourself to us.
He will nonchalantly shrug, and he will say, in all reality, I wish to see you. As I said, I wish to smell you. I wish to understand the children who waged the war, who are but pieces on a board.
An interesting philosophy. To know the children of the future. It's an interesting take on it all.
The old versus the new, the class struggle.
The eternal one, as it goes on and on and on.
I have no doubt. He will very casually reach into the fold of his robe, and he will withdraw a note. He will withdraw a rolled-up scroll that he will very casually throw into the midst of the group. It will roll onto the ground. The ground is relatively dry, so it won't damage the scroll. Anyone chooses to pick it up?
Cassian will pick it up.
I wrote that to your leadership. It is simple. It is my request for their surrender. I would like you to present it for me.
He's going to look behind him, and without being insulting, he's going to wave Joe over.
Spudgun, you're being summoned.
Well, he can call me by my fucking name, can't it? Yeah, sure. Spudgun will head over to Cassian.
I'm not sure he actually knows your name.
He did. He introduced him as Spudgun.
Oh shit, now I've got a capacity hangout. I've got to write 9 names. Fuck my life. Continue.
Actually, there's a reason he's not using names. The fucking Tremere. He's not giving away names. And he's going to hand it to him.
Spudgun will take the scroll, and he'll kind of like open it up. Probably has it the wrong way around to begin with, mind you.
I take it that Spudgun doesn't speak Latin.
He speaks Gaelic and English.
So no.
Irish Gaelic, sorry.
Irish Gaelic, cool. It looks to be very beautifully written. It's even got a cool wax seal at the bottom that looks to be a 3-headed dog that's sitting. But you can't make heads or tails of what it actually says.
Of course. And Spudgun will roll it back up. What are you want me to do this, boss? Hang on, that was terrible. Sounded like I was drunk.
You are Irish.
It's true.
I suppose giving it to whoever is in charge is not an unreasonable request.
Sure you don't want us to eat it?
Sorry?
Sure you don't want us to eat it?
It's yours now. Do as you please.
After all, Mr. Sullivan, we are capable of being gentlemanly.
Aye. Doesn't mean we don't need to.
Now then.
And he'll just put the scroll in his mouth. Not actually eating it, but just like holding it in there like he's supposed to, like he's imitating a dog of some description.
Now then. I merely wish to understand why it is you choose to fight me. The ideologies that you've been fed since your embrace are no doubt potent. However, ultimately, you have a choice in these matters. I wish to understand why you make the choice you do.
Because it's ours to make.
Aye. And he'll actually catch the scroll in his hand as he's opening his mouth.
Yes, but you've only been presented with the one option.
What is the other option then?
He will very casually turn his head in order to look at the person who hasn't spoken. I assume since you actively have spoken, Patrick is stepping closer to the group, or is he shouting?
So yes.
Okay. He will say, you were all unbirthed, given second life. Whatever grand metaphorical phrasing you choose to do it, generally, I believe, for the purpose of, well, engaging in your eternal jihad. You've been told nothing, merely that you must fight and die for an ideology. This is regrettable.
But are you not also fighting a jihad? Are you not fighting for your ideology?
A jihad that was started by the Sabbat, I assure you.
From that, the jihad long predates any of us.
Perhaps. He appears to be musing on what you're saying. You can actually tell he's legitimately listening to you, as opposed to a lot of elders who just, kind of go, eh. But
Mortals play the great game of nations. They fight for influence and master of the world. Rome did it once, then Britain, then Russia. I'm sure another will come along. Is it so different among us? People play the great game.
Yes, but at least some of us understand why we play.
True, but what we fight is freedom. And it's simple, for you can't have anything without that.
A freedom to do what? To serve one ruler as opposed to a different ruler because they have different titles?
There's one who rules others.
Yes. But I rule others because of my merit, because of the service I have given, and because I protect those under my charge. Whereas you commit wanton acts of brutal murder. You solve everything with violence.
But you are not just a ruler, are you? You're also a servant. You serve greater elders, the ancients.
Aye.
Indeed. And do you not? How old is your regent?
When push comes to shove, a voice says from out of nowhere, Miriam suddenly appears to those who didn't have Auspex 2 or above, probably or 3. To those that didn't have that, it seems that she just popped out of nowhere. She says, the difference is that we at least stand up and are counted in the coming fight, whereas I do not know if the Camarilla is simply complicit or ignorant. Both are unacceptable.
Oh my, you poor child. Is that what you truly believe?
Mr. Stelheim, if I may ask,
By all means.
an incredibly rude question. How
Please.
old are you?
I'm old enough.
Do you predate the founding of both sects?
I was at the Convention of Thorns, yes.
Then I just want to know, because I for one don't like hypocrisy. I would just like to know why it is that the Camarilla pretends that legends and myths and stories and tales that have been told for millennia all of a sudden don't exist anymore.
Oh, is that what you truly think?
No, I wish to know why it is that's the case.
Oh. You speak, of course, about these concepts of the antediluvians, etc. Yes.
Mhm.
Ah. I see. Allow me to ask you a question. Do you know how my clan was born?
In blood.
Correct. Do you know in whose blood?
How much is my lore?
Oh,
How much
Evan.
lore would I need for this, Evan?
Knowing the Tremere Salubri story, or Soldat story,
Because I've got Sabot 3 and K-Knight 2.
I'll give it. I'll give it to you with the Sabat 3, mostly because the Lubrianti are pretty fucking pissed about it. Well, no, not pissed about it, but they will tell the story of how it happened, and it's been passed to them, etc.
Evan.
Yo.
Because of what Cassian was looking for, as we talked about in PM, he's going to go get the 2 seats because, well, he would have brought one for him. It's not a complete ass. And bring it over while they're all talking and offer the seat to see.
Hennessy is very. Basically, you get the distinct impression because his head keeps moving. He's currently in bodyguard mode, so he will say that he will deal with you in a few minutes when his master is done.
That's why he's offering the seat. It could take a while.
But he will say, I understand legends, and I understand truths. I understand threats, and I understand blood. I understand all of these things. You have to understand, however, you fight because you were forced. Many of you simply do not understand the difference. Your liberties were taken from you in your embrace, whereas when we create children, we create them so that they may emulate, so that they may have their own on life, because we believe they deserve eternity. You were created to be foot soldiers. I'm wondering if that's what you truly want.
Well, those who don't rise above that will simply perish.
Aye.
I see. Is
But
that
you still haven't answered my question.
what is your question?
Why does the Camarilla pretend that the stories from before all of a sudden don't exist?
Your friend has already said the answer. He'll say, denoting Patrick with a hand.
I'll look at Patrick like, huh?
If what I've just heard pass back and forth is true, we at least have something in common. If it's true that the Tremere were born in blood, slain an ancient, is that not the aim of the Sabbath? Is not what we seek to do, to slay the ancients, the false gods, like Mithras?
Once again, he will casually shrug, and he will say, "Oh dear, I see. If you ever choose, the doors are always open, children. We wish to accept. We don't wish to punish or persecute. This city will be the Camarillas again. It is simple. We beat you from Milan. We beat you from other cities. Plenty fall to us. It's only a matter of time. And as you point out, ancients, well, we're very good at waiting."
And what is the price?
Say you don't.
One moment. Sorry, Austin, go first.
You say you don't want to punish or strike down, but I remember what you did in Northern Ireland. I remember during the Troubles, the car bombs you sent in Belfast. I remember the atrocities committed in the name of your sanctimonious tower.
The tower endures. That is the only answer he will give. Now, Nathan, go ahead.
Oh, I lost the thread there.
Sorry, two people were talking. I just made it. I had to go with who I heard first.
Yes. So, we've heard this offer from Hennessy once before. Attempts to recruit. But if someone was to accept such an offer, what would be the price for joining your side? Would they have to kneel to your throne? Swear allegiance?
Wait is going to side glance.
Gonna second that side glance.
Yeah.
Kneel before my throne. Well, that's an interesting way of phrasing it.
Mariam stares at the speaker, by the way, like, oh no, you didn't.
You ask what you would need to sacrifice. My answer is simple. You would sacrifice a life where there is nothing but uncertainty, the potential of death. What is it called? Your sacred act of personal combat.
It is called monomancy.
It's called barbarity.
Oh, that hurts me.
Technically, it hurts those in monomacy.
It is also highly governed and very strict. It is straightforward and non-duplicitous.
Very well then. He will raise a figure. Who officiates monomancy?
Can I roll Sabbat lore for that?
I assume someone's about to answer it, so.
Yeah.
Before
Dennis
anyone
raises his hand.
Before anyone answers it, Mariam looks at them and says, "Do not give him more information than we need to."
I think they already know. They're just trying to fuck with us.
Why exactly do you wish to know that, Mr. Stelheim?
Well, he will very casually stand up, brush himself off. And he will say, "For your sword of Cain, is it?" He will open his arms and he will say, "I will happily accept your challenges."
A welcome offer, but be that as it may, I don't think any of us here can beat you.
Does that matter? You would die for your cause.
Aye.
A death without purpose is a waste.
A death in the service of a god, a tenant, or a creed that seeks to hold you beneath the waters while it is you stop kicking is a waste.
Aye.
That
I suppose
that is
being a
all
slave-
just due.
Carry on.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Rose, go.
That's all just due to how you perceive it. If you perceive what we're doing as a waste of time, then you will always see it as a waste of time. Rose says as she sleeks in to the foreground near Patrick.
I see. I did not wish to think that there would be no one among you who would see reason. I wish to offer you a seat in the ivory tower, because in all honesty, every time a kindred embraces, be it the loftiest elder or the lowliest, he'll kind of blink an eye as he seems to be thinking for the term. I believe you call them shovelheads. You are still birthed into our world, and you are birthed from the womb of the night. You are still children. I am sad that you must see the world as you do, twisted, and with nothing but these tenets of credos in your hearts, to die for a cause, so once again the same elders whom you spit at us for can sit in their vaulted thrones of power.
A lofty speech. Did you practice it?
Aye. I stood in front of the fucking mirror and said, recited that at least a couple of times before you came out here and tried to spew your fucking crap at us.
He will very, very gently remove a large, it's something wrapped in cloth in his pocket, or from the folds of his robe, rather, and he will place it very gingerly down on the same plinth at the end of the bridge he was sitting on, and he will say, "Should you change your mind, you need only speak my name, holding this. And then I am more than happy for you to, how was it? It was phrased, kneel before my throne. Yes. If you choose to have a life that might mean something, or an unlife that might mean something. In the meantime, I've taken up far too much of your time. If you will please excuse me." He will turn to leave. Does anyone do anything?
No.
Nope.
Very well. He will take
It's not my fight.
He will take a
Yeah,
single
Spudgun
step.
forgot his potato, so no violence is going to
The bastard forgot his potato. He had one job.
I shall blue book it next time.
Excellent.
If you want a potato-like substance, I can give you a potato-like substance.
Do it.
It's not the same, damn it.
So what did I miss?
He will take. Oh wait, are you actually going to throw something at him?
Wait. This seems like a bad idea.
Do it.
You only live twice, I think people were saying.
You only live twice. I love that.
So is it the Malkavian who's trying to throw stuff at the 600-year-old vampire?
It's Spudgun.
The gangrel.
Oh god.
Yeah, but Spudgun, as I mentioned, forgot to bring his potato, so...
Okay.
and Austin suggested... can I finish? Austin suggested like creating a potato-shaped piece of flesh for him to throw it at instead.
I'm thinking no.
That'll be fine.
Doesn't look particularly throwy.
I mean, are you basically giving him a potato-shaped piece of meat?
Alternatively, we could always do what Sasha Vikos did at the Convention of Thorns.
What did she do?
It's the thing that turned them from a he to a she.
Oh, okay.
Well, from a he to an it to a she.
Okay.
With A.
Yeah, there. Yeah,
You're
there.
gonna-
Sorry.
you're gonna
I need to
fling
get
your
I need to actually remember the exact programs at the time.
For the record, Sasha Vikos ripped off his testicles and threw them into the center of the convention
I
room.
thought he threw them at Vidarth. No, not Vidarth. Against Hallstatt the eldest.
Oh no, he did. Yes, but Hallstatt dodged.
Yeah.
It ended up on the wall, but it was intended for Hardestat the eldest.
Yes.
Well, bollocks.
Exactly.
But
This wizard is determined to play Mephistopheles and not Faust to us.
oh, you want to meet Faust?
No.
Who said that?
Sure.
No. Austin knows what I'm talking about. That is mage plus very bad news bears.
I'm good for it. Come on,
I've got a gift for this, and it involves a spray bottle. Don't make me break it out.
Anyway,
come on.
he will. Are you okay? Legit questions. Are you actually throwing something at him?
Spudgun doesn't have anything to throw.
Does Spudgun look like you want something to throw?
Spudgun always looks like he wants something to throw.
More so than normal.
Oh, yes or no? Just
Yeah. So
Well, you are his pack mate, and you remember the
Right.
vernaculum rating that you have towards him.
It's. I know my vernaculum rating.
Yes. So you'll probably get an idea. Probably.
Not really. I
All
can't
right,
read his face. So
it's
no,
cool.
I'm not
We're
producing
moving
a
on.
potato-shaped object.
Stahlheim will turn away. He will take a single step before he will literally vanish into a corona of green flame, and he's gone.
oh, that's a neat trick.
Because
Well, that was
hashtag
flashy.
Path of Mercury is amazing.
So, at the green flame, there's some snarling and some hissing.
Aye. He'll fucking get his someday. Some night, excuse me.
Maybe someday.
Aye.
Ah, well then, now that that's over with, Hennessy will kind of, he'll move to rub his gloved hands together, and he'll say, "I don't know your name, Cassian, isn't it?"
Yes.
I see. So, do you have any final anything, really?
Oh, I believe the standard way a duel should be going is you make the challenge, I choose the challenge, is it not?
You can. Okay, you can't see his eyes, yet somehow you can almost hear the blink that just occurred. At which point he will look down, he will casually shrug, and he will turn away, and he'll say, "You weren't even worth my time, coward."
There are your lofty Camarilla ideals. Mariam scoffs.
Mariam, take 10 lethal damage as a bullet flies through your head.
So now I need to roll a new character. That's fine. No, wait a minute. I can actually soak this shit.
You can soak that, yes.
Yeah, I can.
So,
And
wait.
You don't actually hear anything. It's just like you just see, and then Mariam.
Head just splat.
Yes.
Does Fortitude add to the dice, or
You may spend a blood point to automatically soak your levels of fortitude because we decided to go with that version.
I
That
would
is what I
say
do.
since I would personally say since this is a surprise attack, because you need to make the choice to spend blood for fortitude.
Does it say that you actively need to make the? Is it a conscious choice?
Let me
If
check.
it's
I
as,
think
it's like
I think it's
blood
reflective.
spending. Is it blood spending reflexive?
Yeah, it's reflexive, but it's
It's the
Still gotta make
choice
the
to spend
choice.
blood.
okay? So I get the 2 automatic successes from the Fortitude. Then I get a 10, which is, since I have tough as nails, I'm going to assume that counts as 2. That's 2, and then I have a 1 that discounts an 8, so that's 1, 2.
No, you don't deduct ones from soak rolls.
Oh, okay. Then it's just
do 10s actually grant double on damage or soak rolls?
No, they don't.
that's what he just said. They don't, but that's still 2 successes. So that's okay. That's still
You get
That's
4
That's
successes.
still-
yeah.
5. No,
No,
That's
5.
fine, yeah. Could be
Five?
3 because the one doesn't take away.
Okay, so that still means I have 5 lethal damage.
Oh wait, whoa! You have 5. Oh wait, have you blood pumped your stamina?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Literally, you will see half of Mariam's head explode. At which point you will see the masked man will very casually turn and he'll say, "Oh, his aim was slightly off."
Ouch.
It's a lot more than ouch.
It's also a frenzy test because you just take a massive damage and pain.
Yep.
It is, in fact, also an automatic frenzy test. Please roll your frenzy check.
Yep. I can't remember. Is that courage?
No, self-control.
Self-control or instinct.
Self-control
Well,
or
if you have
instinct.
instinct,
Yeah.
things get silly.
Please don't botch, otherwise I'll need to reroll character pretty soon.
I need to find the.
3 successes.
Yep, you managed to keep control. You're pretty pissed, though.
Do you want self-control or instinct?
I assume that's self-control.
Wait, why are you rolling all of a sudden?
Who's what?
Well, I was asking if
Oh, okay.
you were on self-control or instinct.
Instinct, yeah.
I'm on. Yeah, I don't have a path yet though.
So you're on humanity?
Yes, so you're on self-control.
Self-control. Okay.
Yeah. But it's the same rating. I mean.
Yes, it is. No, it's because if you're on instinct, something different happens, but that's
Very
neither here nor there.
different mechanical things happen.
Okay.
Anyway, but yes, literally half of her skull is just spread all over the grass.
How long will it
Rose-
take?
Sorry,
Rose
Rose-
stays quiet, but she starts tapping her thigh with her left hand anxiously.
So I can spend 1 blood point to heal 1 lethal, right?
Per round.
Oh boy.
Are we in combat rounds or?
No, they've only just made a surprise action against one of you. You may now make the perception alertness roll in order to identify where the sniper is, if you'd like.
Sounds good to me.
Because they've taken an action that drops their obfuscate.
Is it standard diff?
Standard diff.
By the way, I'm spending 3 blood points to heal 3 lethal. Is, as far as I recall, that's legit.
You can only do as many as you have per round. So you can spend blood during your action to do it. So it'll take you 3 rounds of actions, which is about 12 seconds.
But I have I can spend 3 blood per turn.
Oh, you're that generation. Well, okay then. You do you, Jim.
And perception alertness, 6 dice.
So I got 4 successes.
I got 2.
If you have all specs active, it will reduce the difficulty.
2 successes.
I don't.
It will be difficulty 6. It will require a threshold of 2 successes. Sorry, I should have said that out loud.
Got it.
Still have 4.
Cool. For those of you who succeed, I will tell you now, because it's just easier to wait till everyone rolls. The sniper is located approximately, you'd guess, 800 to 900 meters away, elevation on the 15th floor of a building on the opposite side of the park.
Okay.
How the fuck did he hear me from that far away?
He didn't. Those of you who also rolled this will notice that just before that happened, Hennessy made a very discreet hand gesture.
Ah, sweet.
What were we rolling again? I'm sorry.
Perception alertness.
Diff, you need to.
I didn't think the sword, and you'll see him give Bunny air quotes, of King were cowards. However, thank you. I don't know your last name. My apologies. I only keep files on those people of interest. I know your first name is Cassian. I don't know your last name.
Why should I share it with the dishonorable? And he spits on the ground.
Oh dear.
Now we're in combat rounds.
Ah, shit
I
biscuits.
will warn you about that.
Ah, shit biscuits.
Does everyone else get a roll, or is it just him?
It's just him. If no one else wants to be in the combat, they don't have to be.
It's supposed to be a duel.
It is supposed to be.
Well, no, he just broke the duel, so.
This is exactly. This is the sort of cane. Are we really just gonna let our fellow cane knight?
Not to mention,
means-
not to mention an outside force just attacked on his behalf. So
Oh, hang on, no,
he broke.
we haven't got time to discuss it, guys. It's 3 6 words around.
Yep, on average, yes. Okay, if you wish, and I emphasize this, if you wish to involve yourself in this combat, you may roll into the initiative round. If you actively do not, you do not need to roll into the initiative round. You may
Understood.
choose.
What would you need to roll for initiative anyway?
It's
Single
1d10
D10.
as single dice, and then you add your dexterity plus your wits together as a static number. So if you've got 3 in one and 2 in the other, it's +5. Then you roll 1d10 and add that number.
Okay, for some reason my fingers decided to make it a difficulty 6 roll, but it's still a 3, so that's
Yeah. So basically, you just roll D10 and add your dex,
Yeah, I
to it,
know.
right?
I know.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Okay.
5.
I'm not rolling, but yeah.
Howard.
Oh, I rolled a 1. That was a sad roll.
Yeah.
So he's going on an 11.
10, 11.
Wait,
I-
you
I-
rolled 1 and he's going on 11? Shit.
Spud gun.
Oh shoot! Hold on, that's not my initiative. Dang, I forgot. 1 second. 38, 13. Actually, my initiative's 13.
Okay.
Oh, and I need to roll for people. You don't need to worry about this roll. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na.
And
I'm going to worry all about it.
I rolled. I got a 9, so altogether I have 13.
Okay.
What's your dexterity?
Sorry, I lied. It's 15.
Okay.
Hey.
My dexterity and wits make 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
King.
Never mind. It only mattered if your initiative was 13.
Oh,
All right, kids.
Evan?
So, yes.
Evan, that 13-year-old that you have there, what's the individual's dexterity?
Their dexterity is currently 4.
And mine's 5, so I go before that one.
That's fine. For the record, because there are a whole bunch of 11s, his dexterity is currently 6.
My dex is 5.
Okay, cool. This is going to
Mine's
get...
3.
And the man at the back said, everyone attack, then I turned into a ballroom blitz. Max, dance. That's all I ever ask.
Hooray.
All right, so who's going first?
That would be the 15.
No, that's the 16,
That's
actually.
60, but I'm having to hold it and let the people at the front go before me.
Do you
Yep,
want
that's
me to? Do you need somebody to put all of the initiatives in an order?
Thank you, dear.
I think that would help.
All right,
Yes.
give me a minute.
Good job, Austin.
All right, so next on the initiative.
I think Rose with 15 is first.
No, it's actually Nathan with 16.
Nathan was 16, yeah.
Huh?
And then Rose is
I'm
15.
having to hold it. I might give Rose a glance to like stay at the back, but I'm holding my action for now.
I do not see. Okay, Rose is on 15. Why do so many people have the same damn initiative?
Because semi-random number generators.
Yeah.
That and you touch yourself at night.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man.
I don't do that in
There
confidence.
is a decimal point on the initiative.
I told you not in confidence.
I love you guys. I really do.
Guys, what's the max you can pump your physical stats to these days?
It's, okay, it is at your depending on your generation. At your generation, it's 5. You can pump them higher, but you lose it after a turn.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Wait, you can pump them up to 6.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
pump
you
it
can
up to
pump up to
6. You
one
can
higher
pump it
than
higher,
gen.
but you have to continue
yes.
its blood in order to maintain it.
Right,
Yeah.
so it's 5 for the scene, yeah. And then it's Pumbator, thank you. Okay.
No, it's 6, and if you pump it higher, then you need to spend additional blood to
Yeah,
maintain
you
it.
are right. My apologies. It's one above thing. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll find the exact page for it on in 20 if you want.
It changes every
All right, cool. So it is next Rose. Rose, are you going to follow the stoic nature of Patrick and not interact, or are you going to try and attack the crazy Nosferatu?
Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so is Julia, so not that anyone's identified the character, but you know.
I'm going to hold off for a second.
Okay.
I want to see what's going to be done first, and that's when I'll follow in.
Okay, cool.
I'm also imagining things I said about the bat. I've got a whole bunch of people between me and Hennessy, so I don't really have a clear line of sight anyway.
That's fair.
That is how I'm imagining the scene. So it makes sense.
Yes, basically, people kind of crowded around. Somebody dropped the dishonorable word, at which point he's literally jumping at him.
Yeah.
So I think that's the roster.
Yeah, Spud Gun is 14, not 13.
But
yeah.
It's still fair. Okay, so next on the initiative is Spud Gun. Spud Gun.
Spud Gun, giving no fucks. We'll spend. Can I spend for? Hang on. Can I spend for potence and celerity, or is it just the one?
Yeah, you could. Well, your blood per turn will be counted as having spent for celerity because I can't remember your generation off the top of my head.
13th.
13th, yeah. So you will spend for the potence. You can, but because celerity is different, you can also spend the blood for the celerity point.
All right. So yeah, I'll go all in. I'll spend blood for potence and celerity actions as well.
So celerity doesn't count towards your blood count.
No, it does count towards your blood. It does count towards your blood pool, but it doesn't count towards the blood spent.
Okay, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay, and because we're going to go for the whole 1-2 combo, ideally anyway, this may completely fuck up, but if it does, all the more because it'll be funny. He's going to try and go for a grapple on Big Mr. Nasty Nosferatu.
Okay.
Say that would be. Don't have a good.
Oh boy, it's snuggle fight time.
Yes, here we go.
And they started caressing themselves on the bridge.
3 successes, unless we're counting the automatic successes on the strength roll as additional successes.
You roll them as extra dice. They only count for damage.
Okay, well, I've already spent for potence. So I'm not going to re-roll, but 3 successes.
That's fine.
Just to grab onto them so that Cassian can do what he wants.
He is not going to waste his action. He's going to let you grapple him.
Okay.
You have him grappled.
Okay. However, I can't do anything with him until celerity actions, assuming that he survives. Okay.
Okay, who is next? Next is Ian.
That would be. Yes. Is there any bear skin noticed?
Nope, none at all.
All right. I guess I'm going to set this up. I'm going to tear his mask off.
Okay, you reach for his mask. You are incapable of tearing it off. Somebody actually told you about this, and you've apparently forgotten.
Yes.
Huh?
I watched the scene where they told you about this.
Okay, Ian must have missed something then.
Okay. You will reach for his mask and you will attempt to pull it off, but it's like it's part of his face.
As in, is it his flesh?
No. Okay, I will give you something, Ian, because you're going to attempt to do something. Hi, Ian. How's it going? Going good?
So far.
He's not made of flesh.
Okay.
That's all I'm giving you.
This sounds like sad time.
Oh, if that's not a... Ooh. Wait a second.
Focus.
All right. Next in the initiative is Tiger.
Okay. Gonna spend 2 blood to pump up Dex, and then I'm gonna just go with my pack mates for now.
Okay, cool. Non-violent approach is often the best approach. Next is Mark.
Yep. And Mark won't do anything, but he will talk. But his character will, first of all, spend a point of blood for celerity to get a celerity action.
Okay.
And I do believe that I have that since this is now my turn, I can spend the 3 blood. I will spend 3 blood points, and I have been keeping tabs on my score, so I need to watch my blood spending from now on. But I will spend 3 blood points to on Quietus 2. It's Scorpion's Touch, I think it's called. Like I got that sword from Cassian. I'm gonna coat it in vile blood.
You're not healing.
What?
Healing then.
Scorpion's Touch lets you give an item the ability to do damage over a long period of time. It essentially, hang on, I need to check the rules on that. But it doesn't actually, it's not the weapons bomb. That's level 4. It's called Baal's Caress.
I've got it up right now if you want me to quote it.
Are known to deliver the poison by coating their weapons with it, blighting their opponents with a touch, or spitting it like a cobra.
Okay, yes, in that case you can poison him with that if you'd like to. I thought it was only Baal's Caress. That is my bad. Continue.
And since that's what I did, since it's probably now the next guy's turn.
Okay.
Because that was an action, right?
Correct.
Okay, yes.
He also doesn't actually have to do damage with the sword to do an effect on it.
That's fine.
Exactly, okay. Which is why it's so awesome.
All right. So it is now Hennessy's turn. Okay. Cracks the knuckles. Pops the neck. All right. So how is Spudgun physically holding him?
Very tightly.
I mean, in what kind of hold does he have him?
I don't.
He's not that tall, for the record. He's only about 5'7". So,
does that include the hair, though?
What?
Yes. Behold his luscious dew.
I'd say probably one by the collar and the other by the arm, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not really seeing Spudgun as being particular. Spudgun's more of a brute than a like a proper like professional fighter or anything like that.
Okay, cool. He is also going to spend the blood for celerity. So it's literally going to become a contest of celerity actions at the end of this turn.
Okay.
He is then going to. How have you physically gotten him grappled? Sorry, this is important.
Yeah,
I know what you're trying to do here, Evan.
Yeah. As I said,
by the rules, he cannot take any other actions than trying to get free from the grapple. He cannot try and bite other people.
And other physical actions, not.
Yes, he can take other actions that are not physical.
Like mind powers.
Yep. At this point, he is going to pop Majesty.
Oh boy.
So, kids, it's gonna be like that today.
Only if. Hang on, let me remind myself of the particular. Because I love that. I've loved that discipline.
Everybody.
Also, because I fucking loved the idea of a Nosferatu with high presence, because it amused the shit out of me. No roll is required on the part of the vampire, but she may spend a willpower. But she must spend a willpower point. A subject must make a courage roll. Difficulty equal to the vampire's charisma plus intimidation to a maximum of 10. If she wishes to be rude or simply contrary to the vampire, success allows the individual to act normally for the moment, although she feels the weight of the vampire's displeasure crushing down on her. A subject who fails the roll aborts his intended action and even goes to absurd lengths to humble himself before the vampire, no matter who else is watching. The effects of majesty last for one scene.
I'm gonna spend a willpower on that roll.
Same here.
Yeah. What is the roll to resist?
No.
Courage.
It is going to be a courage roll, difficulty 7.
Three successes, 4 with the willpower spent.
I'm also spending willpower.
Okay.
Yeah, I've gotten 4 successes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I still get 1 because willpower.
I get 2 successes.
Oh, what difficulty?
7.
One's cancelled, so just a fail.
All right. You will immediately abase yourself or do something humbling in the presence of this vampire. Whatever you'd like.
Oh.
You will also abort any other actions you were going to take to harm them.
Oh.
What was the threshold again, Evan? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Just
what-
7. 7 1.
Okay,
Seven.
just if you get a success, that's it. You got it.
Yes.
It's a success to be rude to him, not to attack him.
Or simply, success allows the individual to act normally. A subject who fails this roll aborts his intended action and even goes to absurd lengths to humble himself before the vampire. Blah, blah, blah. So, yes.
It does say that if a person is successful, they can must be successful to act to be rude or simply contrary to the vampire. So I'm assuming acting against the vampire is acting contrary.
Yeah.
Correct.
There's the text at the start of presence. Anyone who can resist presence for 1 scene must spend a willpower and succeed a willpower roll. Does that apply?
Yep.
Yep.
So, okay, can I attempt that?
On your next turn, yes.
Okay, fine, right.
Okay,
Well,
so...
I haven't had my action this turn at all because I held it. Can I have that action now then?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. So who's next in the engagement? Next is Caden. Cade?
So,
3 successes on that willpower roll, so...
You're able to break your way out of it.
okay. So,
There we go.
Oh, I just assumed that you had to go to bed.
No, my hangout internet dropped again.
welcome back.
It's a lot lately.
Doing that a lot.
So,
We just started combat.
I'm gonna spend a blood to increase my strength, and I'm gonna spend a blood to bonecraft, and I'm gonna join the scrapple and do terrible things to his insides.
Yes, please.
Okay. Bear in mind, you've now given me Dark Ages Fortitude, you fools.
That's fine. So,
This is why I let it be democratic, because I was sitting here going...
Yes, dig your own graves, minions. Dig your own graves.
okay.
No, not really. He actually doesn't have a terrible amount of fortitude, to be fair.
All right. So my reflexive action to join a grapple. Just joining, so 5 from my strength, and
My
4
apologies.
from medicine.
There was also
dice.
I'll make these now at the end of the initiative, but before celerity. There was also a 13 that I rolled to represent something else that didn't get counted in the initiative, so I myself overlooked it, but you do your thing, and that will sort itself out.
Unless it sorts you out first.
Just ignore the hole suddenly appearing in your body.
Oh, your head.
Wow, the gods fucking hate me. So I contort his. So I join the grapple, putting my hands on his shoulders and ripping down, bone crafting, causing his bones to erupt in violent, different directions. That is a 2 lethal bone craft.
Okay, cool. I will roll his resistance and stamina. I have to roll in ST rooms because I have to remember that exists. I'm pretty bad at that from time to time.
And you said there was an NPC 13?
There is an NPC 13, yes. I basically rolled his minions all at 13 because I was like, I could roll them all individually, but I don't want to.
Evan, that's going to drive me insane. What song is that?
It's Pink. I'm going to start a fight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It wanted to do stupid things that I didn't need it to do.
Yep, you will proceed to do that. You assume he's in a lot of pain.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
So are NPC 13s before or after Spud Gun?
They are after Spud Gun, but they are after Spud Gun and Ian, but before Tiger.
All right, after Spud Gun and Ian, before Tiger.
Yep.
Okay.
See, it's fucking addictive, isn't it?
It is.
And I know it.
All right, guys. Before I describe this, because there's a very specific way this is happening, can I get everyone to make me a perception awareness roll, please? This would have been on the initiative action of 13.
Is that awareness or alertness?
Awareness.
Oh.
Great. I think I've got awareness.
I do not have awareness.
Oh boy, I botched.
It's not on the level of our cheat.
I get one.
You said the diff was?
Standard difficulty.
But that increases if you don't have awareness, right?
No, it doesn't, because it's still...
It's a talent.
It's a talent.
Is standard difficulty 6?
Standard difficulty is 6. It will require a threshold of 2 successes.
I have 4 successes.
Okay.
AFK right quick, roommates.
No worries. For those of you who have the successes, in order to gauge what's happening, you will see a green glow come from the water upon which the bridge is placed before 2 shapes will emerge from the water, water falling from them. You get a weird feeling at the back of your neck, like your hair standing on edge. If any of you have been in the presence of thaumaturgy before, you definitely feel it.
In the sense of... You just said oh, crap.
I have a quick question, since I came in a little bit later.
Hang on, one person at a time. Ian, what were you saying?
Did you say the Master G?
What?
The thaumaturgy, he said.
He said I said if you've ever been in the presence of thaumaturgy before, you feel a similar feeling crest up and down the back of your neck.
Okay.
Cool. And Rose, what were you saying, dear?
I came in a little bit later. So are we on a bridge?
You were on one end of a bridge. There was
One
one end of a bridge that covers the water. From the water will rise 2 figures, water sluicing down from, and they were not there a moment ago, or rather the water is too shallow for them to be seen. However, as you look into the water, you will now see 2 mirrors that lie flat against the bottom of the water that they are physically stepping through.
So you lied to us. The waters were troubled.
I mean, you couldn't see the mirror under the silt, but yeah.
I know, man.
You will see these figures both open their hands and flex their elongated protean claws.
How high is the bridge from the water?
The bridge from the water, at its highest point, not that far, about maybe 8 feet from the water's edge, from the water's cresting point. At its lowest point, about they connect, so about two feet above.
Okay, and with the Nosferatu we're fighting, is he on the side of the bridge that we're on?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Cool. So these guys, their initiative action is literally coming into the scene because, for the record, children, I choose to point out mirror walk is an amazing thing.
Terrible thing.
God, yes.
It is.
Okay, so they appear. You see them flick their claws, and they take up an immediate hostile position. So at that point, we revert to the top of the initiative with Nathan.
Celerity actions?
Yes.
Oh, celerity actions, of course. My apologies. Who had the highest initiative of those with celerity actions?
Believe it was me.
Spudgun.
Yes.
Yeah. So Spudgun, you do you.
Okay. Spudgun will do him and bite attack because this guy. Hang on, I need to double check how much dice I have to roll. All right. How do you on the sidekick bot? How do you determine what do you have to type to put the difficulty in?
It's equal.
Greater than equal to.
Greater than equal to. Yeah.
See how this one goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Oh, Jesus.
Ouch.
It's not the damage. It's not the damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's still going to be one hell of a snuggle.
Yes. Hang on. Okay. Okay, counting the 2 for potents. 9. 3. It's a bit disappointing, but you know, that's what you get sometimes.
3 ag.
3 ag. Cool.
3 aggravated.
He'll spend a blood point for his fortitude, and we'll move on.
Okay.
Once, guys.
Wait. He needs to spend his fortitude at the beginning of his turn.
That is true.
You can't spend it in like an action. It's like fortitude is active for the entirety of the round.
Oh, okay. It's not spent. Okay, cool. In that case, I'll roll.
Sorry, surely you spend it
So-
per hit, not
so-
for one for the whole round. That's
Nathan.
1 second. Looking at Dark Age's fortitude, once per turn, they may spend a point of blood to automatically soak their fortitude in damage, instead of adding it to their stamina.
exactly. That's exactly. That's once per turn.
Yeah, they didn't declare it during their.
No. Depends how if you read that what you just read. Once per turn means you can make it auto soak for 1 hit per turn, not auto soak everything for the entire turn.
No, it's auto soak everything for the entire turn.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll sit corrected. Whatever. Okay.
I'm happy to heal. I'll just roll his fortitude and his anger. In that case, that's not a problem.
Well, I'm okay. Nah.
What's your question, Tom?
I'll go read it rather than add to the debate.
I like this. This is wisdom.
Yes.
Okay, you will bite down. You will taste nothing but metal.
Okay.
Okay.
Gesundheit.
Do you only have the one celerity action?
I have 2.
Okay. Are you
But
doing
there
the
are
same
other people who are doing celerity actions, so.
Yes, but do you not? I thought in terms of celerity, you did all of your actions on your celerity round, or does it go 1 to 3?
I can do that if you want me to, but there are other people who might want to have their celerity
The
actions.
way,
in this turn.
the way celerity actions work is they basically go in initiative order until like you've spent.
It depends entirely what rules you're using, but
I'm happy for you to roll again, mostly because it's just easier for housekeeping purposes. So if everyone has all their rolls and they roll them at once.
okay, fair enough. I'll do the same thing again. Oh, wait, sorry. This 5. He's going to do for another bite attack. 1, 2, 5. Another 5, so that's another. Another 9.
This might sound like a weird interpretation, but based on what I'm
3, 4 levels of aggravated damage.
Okay, cool. I'll roll again. Sorry, what were you saying, Solon?
based on what I'm reading here, it looks more like it's designed
so that Fortitude still has its passive benefit like it's supposed to, but once at any point during the turn when the character's taking damage, they can choose to spend a blood point to soak the damage. They can only do it against one attack
That's what I
per
just said,
turn.
yeah.
No, because
So
it works the same way
so
as
he could do that
potions.
at any point. It does not say you gain this for all things during the turn. It says once per turn.
Okay, I'm not going to lie, that was my read interpretation of it. But once again, mid-scene is not necessarily the point. The point to do this kind of debate.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to arguably weaken the powers so we can all move on, and then we can discuss it afterwards, and I can make the ruling on it. So cool.
Yeah.
All right. He will once again. His soak rolls are really good tonight. Unfortunately, he will once again taste metal.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something about that when it's my turn.
Okay. As a matter of fact, I believe it is Miriam's celerity action.
Is it? What about Tiger?
Oh, Tiger, did you spend for celerity as well, dear?
Or did you? Or
No, dude, I don't even have celerity.
Let's
Oh,
let's
okay, then it's
let's
me.
make it easier. Who spent for celerity this turn?
I did.
So
Anyone
did
else?
the NPC. I think that was it.
Okay, good. Well, then I'm gonna strike that shit.
Okay.
The difficulty is it's a two-handed katana. So is the difficulty still 6?
I believe the grapple lowers the difficulty.
It lowers the difficulty.
Yes, because somebody's actively grappled, so they can't really move as effectively.
Okay,
I'll give it to a difficulty 5 until I check the roll.
so that's actually 6 successes.
Okay.
And
Remember, it's a +1 damage sword.
is it +2 when I use it two-handedly, or is it still just +1?
Two-handed,
It's,
using a two-handed weapon, using a one-handed weapon with two hands adds 1 dice to the damage.
Okay.
Yes, but a katana is inherently a two-handed sword.
Oh,
So
it's just okay. So strength, plus the successes minus 1 is
I will also fight anyone IRL because katana is a one-handed sword.
11. And so it's strength plus the weapon's damage. So that's strength plus 1 for the damage plus
Hold
5
on.
successes.
Hold on. The damage of the sword is strength +4. So your strength, add 4, and add your rollover.
Strength is, plus my rollover is 4. No, I had 6 successes on the attack roll. If it's difficulty 5, so that means I have 5.
So 5 rollover. So your strength +4 +5.
I'm sorry, do melee weapons roll over now?
Plus 4.
Okay.
So strength +4 +5. This is a werewolf roll all of a sudden.
I'm pretty sure katanas do +3, but
Yes, but it's a custom katana.
That's okay. I will go over with you how that works, but never mind now. I don't really care.
Strength +4 +5. So that's 15 dice, and then my potence comes into play as well. Please roll well. And since he's being grappled, is the difficulty still lower?
No, it's 6 for the actual 2. Sorry, I'll give it to you at 5 to hit him.
Yeah, I had it to hit. So this is the damage roll. That's just 6, right?
Yes.
Okay. No, that doesn't make sense.
Put the greater. You put the greater then after the equal sign.
Oh, duh. Please roll well, dice gods. 7 successes.
Better than mine. Fucking hell.
All right, I have to make 2 rolls. 1 moment, please. La 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 la.
Damage rolls, do they?
Ones don't discount on damage rolls now.
Oh, in that case, you've got 9, man.
Wow, sweet. 9
Cool.
successes.
That's fine. And now I just have to make 1 last dice roll. You have cut him, if it helps.
Yep.
Oh, thanks.
He appears to be bleeding.
Did he lose stamina as well?
No, not yet. Oh, and the katana shatters.
The fuck? Okay.
There is a wonderful little thing called personal armor.
Personal armor. And it's a bitch.
Damn.
Well, shit.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie, artichoke. It's now his action. I believe he can, on his celerity action, he can roll to control the grapple, can't he?
Yes.
Excellent. I will now make that dice roll. It's opposed by you, Spudgun, so if you want to roll me your own stuff, you can.
Okey-dokes.
Do I give Spudgun a bonus by joining the grapple?
I don't think you do. Grapple rules, I will admit, in any one of the WoD games, grapple rules are not my specialty. They are very odd and weird, and I hate them.
Every book
rules
is a little different.
Rules as written, Vampire does not give you any bonuses if multiple people are grappling someone, but
I thought
that is changed by storyteller discretion.
No, I thought that was the case. All right, so he has 5 successes to control the grapple.
Mm-hmm.
How many does Spudgun have?
Spudgun has 2. If we're counting the potence on this, that's 4.
Okay, cool. One way or the other, he will gain control of the grapple. In which case, he is going to make a bite attack.
Okay. Fuck anyway.
I beg your pardon?
Says don't really give a fuck anyway.
Have you spudded your last gun? Da-na-na-na.
Should have brought that potato. I will say this. At least the guy went out doing the thing that he loved.
Throwing potatoes.
Yeah. This character peaked at so quickly. I don't even feel sad.
I think we're all going to need to reroll characters after this, guys.
Yeah.
You will take 6 points of aggravated damage.
Oh, that's snuggle.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It really sucks.
Oh.
Frenzy check!
Yes, I probably will at some point.
Well, no, you have to make a frenzy check now.
Okay. All right.
And this isn't even his final celerity action.
Actually, I want to choose to fail the frenzy check to avoid the wound penalty.
Yeah, you don't have wound penalties in Frenzy.
Yeah, and choose to the frenzy. It's a bad thing to do.
Question is, will he do frenzy to attack him or to run the hell away?
Attack him, obviously, and incidentally, he has failed it. So yes, going all fucking out with this shite.
That is fine.
I wouldn't want him to go out any other way.
Okay, that's fine. On his next celerity action, he's going to throw you.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to. It's if you control the grapple, I believe it's dexterity plus brawl, and you may throw them X amount of feet. But that might be mage.
Yeah, I think it might actually be mage, but you're the storyteller. Do what you want.
Okay, cool. Bear in mind, whenever Evan gives a ruling in Vampire, you may always feel free to second guess him because he may be thinking mage is the thing he's running, and that might be sad for people. Oh well, holy crap. Spudgun, you're going 50 feet in the opposite direction.
Hooray.
He literally takes you by the throat as you're in frenzy and throws you over his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So is that behind him or behind us?
Behind you. So, now we get to the start of the next initiative round. Which means it is Nathan first. Hi, Nathan.
Have we got clear line of fire and line of sight?
Yes, now that there's no one grappling him, you do.
I thought someone else was. Okay.
Sorry, yes, my apologies. The good Caden is also grappling him.
Can you clarify, are there these 2 things that come out of the water next to him as well?
Yes, they are advancing on you with very protean-looking claws and well-looking faces.
Did the sniper join you last turn?
No, they have. For those of you who are looking at the sniper, they have disappeared from sight. You are guessing they are relocating.
Okay. I pop celerity, and not much, but for what it is, and bearing in mind what I've just seen, I think I'm going to make a suggestion for All Spatter 3 to fall back I take a move action away and fire my pistol.
Okay, that is entirely fine. Pew pew. Who are you shooting at?
Let's go for Head C while he's there.
Fine. I will point out that katana wielding maniac actually hurt him quite a lot.
Hooray.
Well, I'm doing what I can. I am attacking him.
Are you? Oh, important question. Are you aiming for a headshot, or are you trying to shoot him just in general?
What's the difference on headshot?
8, I believe.
No, well, yeah, it's a difficulty 8 shot, but it also means it'll do lethal damage to him as opposed to bash him from an ordinary shot.
Oh, right. That's yes, God. Yes, let's do it. Fine. Let's go for gold. Right. Okay, I'll just check my dice. So I obviously got that pumped. So, okay, right. Three successes.
Okay, cool.
Oh, just a moment. I've got the dex speciality precise. Does that let me reroll 10s?
That gives you 10 double, so it will double your 10s.
Doubles. Oh, in that case, 5 successes.
All right, roll me your damage.
Okay, heavy pistol is 6. Carry the 5 successes becomes 11 dice. Is that right?
It becomes, well, you take the 1 to hit, so it'll become 10 dice.
10 dice. Okay. Thank you.
Please roll well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, well.
2 10s in there, but I don't think it makes any difference, does it?
That's sexy.
Yeah.
And
All
I really hope I destroyed his armor with that with that roll. So that should
he's got his soak, of course. But yes.
Okay, kids. How's it going? You will shoot him straight in the forehead. It will crack his mask. As a matter of fact, it will not just crack his mask will proceed to fall off.
Jeez.
Apparently, this mask is not a symbol of his obfuscate. It is, in fact, his mask. It might be important. Might be. And underneath, you will see the following visage, because Evan swore to God he'd find a way to use this picture, because by God, it's cool.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Where are we?
He's going to look like Bill Oddie, isn't he?
No, he looks like this.
Yeah, same worse.
Yeah, no, the one that really got me was I think he's like an Archon or something like that. The guy whose face literally looks like it's been twisted outwards, so it looks like a beak. That one fucked with me.
Okay.
See, it's an Nosferatu. I can't use my standard combat tactic.
Is he still standing?
Oh yes, he looks pissed.
I was gonna say, is he happy?
No.
But now our lovely Simisi can do their thing.
Okay. Well,
Oh God, not Pow Pow!
all right, guys, I'm helping.
All right, so who's next?
Rose.
Okay, I'll admit I'm not quite too sure about the battle thing, but I would like to run up and punch him in the face. Or Rose would like to run up and punch him in the face.
Do you have dementation, Rose? Because that might do something, depending on.
Yeah,
how
but I only
level
got
you-
it to. I got 2, but I'm not sure if she knows that she could use it.
I'm
kind of in a pickle with this amnesia. I don't know what
I
she
think
knows.
that just means you don't know what happened prior to the embrace, but
I think, Rose, just for descriptive purposes, everyone you see in the melee has blatantly using massively supernatural strength so far.
and celerity. And
This guy literally threw a man 50 feet.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
think
just so you're clear on the situation. And our side has been using blatantly supernatural stuff as well in melee.
Wait, I think I can pull something off. He looks very angry, right, after getting his mask blown off, right?
Oh yeah, he's pissed.
So can I use the Limitation 1 where I heighten emotions?
Yes.
Or heighten a certain emotion?
Oh, no.
That's what I was thinking about, Rose.
Yes.
I would like to try that. What would I need to do?
You would.
You would need to. What is the dice pool for that?
I will get the mechanics up if you want.
The vampire talks to the character talks to a victim, and the vampire's player rolls charisma empathy. Difficulty equals the victim's humanity or path rating.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You may roll if you wish, but charisma plus empathy. It'll be difficulty 9.
He's on
Empathy.
humanity 9. Fuck off.
No, he's on path of honorable accord 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or another way of doing it, because if you do the haunting right, it should at least distract him, and that.
Yeah, but it says it affects most when they're alone. I don't know how well it would affect with a group of people surrounding them.
Oh, that's true. Sorry.
Really cool. Yeah. Go ahead. Well.
But what was it? It was
Charisma plus empathy.
oh, dude. Where is my charisma?
Do the thing.
Okay.
Wade believes in you.
I feel like
So does the Darkfather.
Max, I will award you 5 extra XP if you make me a meme for Wade believes in you, so I can post it constantly.
And can I do anything that will help boost my roll?
Not really, unfortunately, my dear.
You could spend
Okay.
willpower maybe if you wanted to, but
You can spend a willpower for an automatic success.
I would like to spend a willpower.
All right.
And what am I looking for? It was okay. What was it? I needed a 9. Well, if I spend 1 willpower to get it automatic, I have 1. I rolled a 10.
All right. Cool.
So I
Two
just did.
successes.
So I use that, and I increase his anger.
All right. I have to roll his frenzy check. Oh no, this is really bad.
This is not
Yes.
good. Oh,
Yes.
Come on.
nice knowing you guys.
This is
How's
glorious.
this, by the way?
This is awesome. Now he's gonna
Wow.
ignore wound
Wow.
penalty.
Okay, I will show this roll. He rolled a 9, 9, 10, 10, 10.
Jesus.
Wow.
So he does not frenzy.
No, but he's pissed.
Yes.
I was giving it to him at a difficulty 9 because of the dementation. I was just like 9, 9, 10, 10, 10. Well, fuck my life.
Hey, Max.
Mhm.
Want to use this one?
Oh my god, yes.
Marvelous. That's fucking marvelous.
I was actually just using that picture to make it so.
All right, Spudgun, you're next.
All right, how far away is he from the fight, having been thrown 50 feet in
You're
whichever
50
direction?
feet from the fight.
Yes. Ample spud throwing distance, but
Save me, hurt him.
and also in frenzy. So it's really well. I need a judgment, Evan. Am I able to run back to the fight?
It'll take you a turn, realistically. I think. Hang on. It's your dexterity plus your athletics is how many feet times 5 you can move in an action. I think is the ruling.
Right, dexterity. Do I count celerity as well to this?
Celerity would let you move an additional movement period on your movement on your celerity action of the same amount. So it would basically mean you'd move again at however much you move during a normal move action on a celerity action.
All right. Well, he's got dexterity of 5,
which is 25. What's your athletics?
Athletics is 3.
So if we call that conservatively 35 feet, yeah, you get there at the end of your turn on your end of your celerity action. So in theory, you could make your movement and attack during your celerity action.
I think I'll save blood for celerity, but just for everyone's lulls, you hear the probably the sound of a lot of yelling, and probably if you, well, I think I'm not quite sure if the Nosferatu would be particularly intimidated by this. I don't imagine that they would. but probably the site behind the ensemble of the Sabot that he is presently engaged in combat with. That precise Sabot that he threw 50 feet is pretty much running up right behind them. Yeah, I haven't even said the joke yet, and you're already laughing. But either way,
It's fucking funny.
It's basically what. Yeah, well, this is what you guys see, but behind them.
That is marvelous. For Vampire, page 258, if you are in an all-out run, it is 20 plus 3 times dexterity, yards/meters per turn.
So that would make it 20 plus 35 is going to be what?
That's 35 yards, which is... I can math in my head. No, I can't, because...
What action? But there's also the will penalty might slow him down.
He frenzied not taking them.
Good point, Sight Wide.
Yes.
All right then. So next in the initiative is Ian.
All right, so he's grappled. He's got skin showing. So I'm going to reach out and touch somebody. I'm going to run. Huh? What?
So 35...
Oh my god, yes! Not to me on Facebook immediately.
What?
35 meters allows him to run 105 feet per turn.
Oh, well.
Half speed jogging, which still allows him to act, is 12 plus dex. So 17 meters, which is 51. So he can jog and still take a dice pool at... Make an action at half his dice pool.
Okay, cool. So yes,
I had to math, sorry.
It's cool. You will see literally Krilly run towards you. I'll give you an XP if you keep that up for the rest of the scene.
Oh, well, I will. There you go.
There we go.
I'm not going to be able to live to spend it, but well.
All right. So next in the initiative is Ian. So you're going to try and fleshcraft him. So roll me some bones.
I am actually doing that thing we talked.
I have, Ian, for the love of God, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's part of Fleshcraft 2, in which I can use Fleshcraft to rearrange some stuff to exchange his health levels for something else.
That's not how that
and
works.
It heals like...
That's really not how that works.
Exactly how it says. Exactly how it says.
Are
you talking vicissitude?
Yes, vicissitude level 2.
Yes, but that has to be done over time. It's not something that you can just do with a wave of your hands.
It is a very long, laborious, lengthy process.
Okay, I asked you and they never got back to me on that. So.
Yes, but then don't assume that if you asked me about it and I said yes, because you just said I asked you about this, I never said yes, meaning I clearly never saw it. Or if I did, I was extremely busy.
All right, well then I shall just try to make his mouth not exist right now.
Okay.
Is that something I can do?
Yes, you can.
Awesome. So that's 30 plus medicine?
Indeed.
Awesome. All right. Do I get any bonus because he is currently grappled? No? Okay.
Is he grappled? Didn't he break off the grapple?
Some poor unfortunate soul is still grappling him.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So I'm spending a willpower on this. So...
Oh, funny question. Did anyone this round make their rolls against Majesty? Nope.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I got a success. 1 success.
Okay. You will kind of smear some skin over his mouth.
Okay.
It's now his turn, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
And whoever other NPCs are listed under NPC.
Yes, that's fine. He is going to hold his action.
That's not ominous at all.
Isn't
Nope.
he in frenzy?
No, he's not. He succeeded
he
on the
passed.
frenzy chest. We didn't think he would, but he did.
He
passed
passed the
the frenzy
frenzy check. Yeah, exactly.
Holy balls. This is not good.
Nope. The gangrel will move forward.
Actually, it's not his turn.
What?
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
After me is NPC, then Tiger,
That
and
isn't.
then Mark, and Hennessy.
It's the NPCs who are moving. My apologies. I didn't mean to hold his round. I mean, it's the NPC's turn.
Sorry.
Okay. The gangrel will move forward. One of them is going to rip unceremoniously our poor Caden free from their boss.
Okay.
They're going to spend blood for potence because science. They're
That's
also going to pop blood for celerity. That sweet celerity. Okay, and the other one is going to claw through Ian.
Crap.
So,
Is there
No.
on their roll against me? Is their roll to do damage, or is their roll to disengage me from the grapple?
the role is to disengage you, or actually, more correctly, to engage in a grapple with you, basically because I don't think you can be in two grapples at once.
So,
This is one of those stupid rules that I never use. Once again,
right. Well, it's just, are they trying to hurt me or trying
No,
to remove me?
they are just trying to remove you,
Okay.
which is, I think, just initiating a new grapple with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Once again, the grapple rules for this game are silly things.
I will concede grapple to the new grappler.
Okay. Cool.
If I can take parts of their boss with me.
As in physically rip some of them off.
As I'm already in grapple and I have fleshcraft and bonecraft, and if they're gonna yanking is yanking.
Yeah, you will be able to grab some of them.
Okay.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I did.
All right. In that case, the other one is going to claw at Ian. Ouch. Ian, you will take 4 levels of aggravated damage.
I'll spend a blood to automatically soak one of those. And, well... Oh, wait, can I still roll my fortitude to soak another one? Okay.
It's one or the other.
Then I take...
Tiger is right. Aggravated damage takes more blood, I think. But we'll look that up in a little bit. This combat is hopefully going to end by the end of this round because I actually have another appointment I need to get to.
Oh, no.
So, okay. With that in mind, it is now Tiger.
Sam's gonna pull out his knife and stab the Nosferatu because he's still up, right?
Oh yeah, very much so.
And the mission was to kill that guy, so I'm gonna try and kill that guy.
I like this plan. This is a good plan. It is filled with planning.
Yeah. So knives are diff 4, right?
I like how Wade is sitting at the sidelines going, "Guys, I believe in you."
It's also because I said I had to leave at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, no,
So I don't want to get clocked up into a combat I wasn't going to participate in anyway.
That's entirely fair. All right, so Tiger, you roll your dice, sir.
Knives are diff 4, correct?
They're either diff 4 or diff 5.
Okay.
I think they're diff 5, actually, aren't they?
I think they're 4.
Oh yeah, no, mine's diff 4.
Okay, cool. And I spent blood for my dexterity, so it's at 5. So... Okay. Oh, and I would like to declare that I'm spending blood.
Okay.
It's just one, but yeah. I got 6 successes to hit.
Cool.
Knives are strength +1, correct?
Strength +1, yes.
Okay. Strength +6. It's basically okay. Oof. So that's only 2 plus the 1 from Potent, so 3.
Cool. Your knife will shatter,
That's fine.
and you will unfortunately soak it.
Oh.
All right. Who's next in the initiative? Because we're getting near the end.
That's me.
You're,
Yeah.
you're next.
Yep. And since I need blood and we need this thing done with, I'm gonna do both things at once, and I'm gonna bite him.
You have to grapple him first.
Oh, then I'm a. Okay. Are any of the...
I will point out, because it's obvious and it makes
Yeah.
sense. He is now flanked by 2 people with claws
Yeah.
that can kill you in a single hit. If
Yeah.
you attempt to grapple him, it makes you as much vulnerable as it makes him.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that those gangrel guys. Where are they? Okay, so I'm going to fuck it. Can I hold my action?
Yes.
I will.
Cool. In that case, it is Hennessy, I think, now.
Should be, yeah.
Hi, Ian. He's grabbing you.
Okay.
Would you like to roll an opposed grapple check, please?
Sure. Much as it's
He
probably done.
has... Nosferatu. Nosferatu love their potence. Help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes to grapple you.
Oh,
I mentally gaffed. He's also spending his blood for his celerity. My apologies. Continue.
Yeah, I only got 2 successes to oppose.
So you are very much grappled, sir. All right. So with that in mind, it is now Caden. You are grappled via the gangrel, gentleman.
All right, so I have a...
You actually have a handful of his flesh. Yes.
Well, my goal was not just handful of flesh, but to actually wound Hennessy. But that is fine. So I am grappled by Angry Minion.
Yes.
Okay. You remember that scene in what was it? X-Men 3? A whole bunch of needles coming out of bone?
Oh, well. Okay. That can only end so well.
You're essentially hurling bone shards at him?
No, I'm just gonna...
He essentially creates them out of himself to porcupine.
Doesn't that deal damage to you too? Because that's
maybe
what it says in the vicissitude thing.
It depends on my number of successes.
According to vicissitude, if you bone craft yourself to get like bone claws, you suffer 1 level of unsoakable lethal damage.
Right. But if you use the Quill's rules, which is what I'm going for, you take 5 wounds minus 1 per success.
He's right.
On the
basically, yeah. So if he gets 5 successes or more, he will take no damage. But if he fucks the roll, he's going to take 5 damage.
Yeah, it could be real bad.
Real bad. Real bad.
Oh boy.
But the joys of having fun merits and flaws.
Roll that shit.
Damn right. So this is... it is... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes to generate quills.
All right, Jerry. Roll me that sweet, sweet damage.
What, right, what is I guess it's what is their strength?
3.
3, 4, 5. Let me just check, make sure my math is right. 5. And ones don't take away?
Ones do not take away from damage, no.
That's 1.
Oh. If it helps, he doesn't soak it.
That's fine. Chink!
Okay, cool. We're on to celerity actions.
I now have a whole big bag of quills around me.
Before celerity actions, I held my action before.
Yes.
Here, quick.
And I'm gonna attack one of the gangrel guys while the other one is occupied.
That's fine. You're going to attack. You just clawed at Cassian then.
Yeah. I'm gonna first do the grapple thing. So that's strength brawl, right?
If you wish to grapple him, yes.
Yes, that's.
He will oppose it.
Yep.
He has 3 successes to oppose you, whatever you roll. And it's strength brawl, remember?
Yep. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 successes.
You grapple him.
Yes.
That's number 1.
I'm going to assume that it's too late to spend points for celerity, right?
No, technically you held your action, so you can on your action spend a blood for celerity.
I will do that.
Okay, cool. It is now Hennessy's action. Would you like to contest the grapple, Ian?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would.
That's fine.
Spending a willpower to oppose wound penalties. Yeah, I'm sure he probably beats 1 success.
Yes, by 6. What he will do is he will arrange his hand across Ian's chest, at which point he vaults backwards with Ian in his arms into the air with a potence-infused jump.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Is he power driving someone?
He's not doing my fucking finisher, is he?
No, he's not. You will see him land in the water up to his waist with Ian, at which point he will say, "Open."
Oh, fuck.
And they both fall through.
No, he did not. Fuck me. Shit. Okay.
He's getting kidnapped.
Well, that was a kick in the teeth.
So you'll very calmly see him before he leaves on his last action, technically, because this is dramatically appropriate. You'll see him smile as he removes a small device that looks like a circular, that looks like a cylinder with a button on top, and he'll push the button. At which point the gangrel start beeping.
Oh,
fuck.
Are
now
we
I'm glad
sure this? Hold on. Are we sure this was a Camarilla Nosferatu?
Now I'm glad that I spent for celerity.
Beep.
What?
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Would you guys like to roll me dexterity athletics to GTFO?
Yep.
Yes.
And since I spent for celerity, can I do 2 rolls instead of just 1?
No, but whatever you roll will be doubled.
Okay.
Evan,
Yes.
before I leave to hang out, because I have to go to bed, would you like me to roll as well?
Yes, please, dear.
I'm gonna die.
It's like what are your dexterity plus?
Athletics.
Okay.
On a side note, as that happens, both the gangrel look up and give a kind of a look.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've also got a select action to kick off this round. Yeah.
Yep. So you will double your roll.
8 successes in that case.
I will spend a blood point for celerity.
I would spend a willpower.
That's fair.
I got 3 successes.
I've
you
got
guys-
6.
And a willpower as well.
Cool. I was going to say you will require a margin of 3 successes in order to get out of the blast radius without being smacked.
Hey.
Yeah.
With that, I will leave the hangout. Good night, everybody. It's way
Night,
too
Hi,
late.
Max.
I just have hang on before you do, Max. Does Wade believe in you?
Wade believes in myself, yes,
Excellent. That's all I'm asked. Have a
But
good
that-
night.
but
I
he
got-
does not believe in the traitor prince. I mean, the hypocrite prince.
Excellent.
I got 3 successes to get out of the arms and run away from.
I like
What I needed to get? What number?
What's difficulty?
standard difficulty.
6.
One,
I got 3
Four,
successes
five.
to get away from the very shocked Gangrel.
3.
I
Why
got
is my
5 successes.
Yeah, 4 successes plus doubled.
All right. Both.
No, actually, I have 6.
Did everyone
No.
successfully get out of the way? Poor old Spud Gun's too far away to be affected.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was going to ask if I could roll for that, but no, either way.
Both of the gangrel will explode in a viciously visceral explosion from the inside out, tearing them literally
Yeah, you
into
can
not
do
just
the
limb from limb, but into bloody chunks. It's not very pleasant.
For what it's worth.
I tell you what, guys, I'm going to end the scene here because I have to actually go to another appointment that I've agreed to with a friend of mine. So, congratulations, everyone, for surviving. I'm going to be honest with you. Do you want me to be honest?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got
maybe.
Hennessy down to 1 health level remaining.
Fuck me, I've got
Whoa.
I just did a sludge action to fire.
Next time, we're bringing ag knives.
Ag knives.
Something, I don't know.
Next time I'm gonna blow up his heart. That's
All
what.
right. I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you all had fun.
Definitely, man.
Bye.
I'll go to bed as well.